Jordan, I don't even know if you're in here. But if you are, this is more directed to you than anybody else. Just have a good time. Everybody, please talk in the chat with each other. It makes for a better break. It's not fun just sitting there breaking cards and nothing's being said. We do talk a little bit of moderate trash in here, but be nice about it. That's what moderate means if you're unfamiliar. All replays go to YouTube if you click on my name and go to the link tree. That is where all the replays will be. All right. Rippin' number 1. Deed for a deed. Well put. All right, it's rip time. Good luck, everybody. There is another break pinned at the bottom, but we're going to rip this one right now. Good luck. I don't even know where I want to start in this. Probably be select. Oh, and Joe Boo and Tyrone are back there. Nate, welcome on in, dog. I hope you... I know you don't have a... Well, maybe you have a team in the next one. I don't know. I don't even know who's off the board yet. Oh, that's another thing. If anybody's been taken off the board in the next one, I'll address that once this is done, okay? Trying to do this where I have a little bit more room. I'm not in my normal spot, and I can't wait to be back, okay? Because it's just everything's a lot easier. Let's push this back a little bit. Perfect. All right. Select it is, folks. Good luck, everybody. It's pop-off time. 2025 style. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if you're somebody new and you get somebody in the break that is pinned at the bottom, you guys, I'll address all that when we're done ripping. Okay. Foist things foist. Eric, are you in here, brother? Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Y'all better not have stole the Browns away from Bethany. That's just wrong. That's not nice. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we got all our packs. Believe it or not, it happened. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for spending your time with Preem Dissel. Okay. Fred Taylor. Kamani Vidal. CJ Stroud. Okay, we'll take that for the Texans. And Greg Zuerlein. Man, Greg Zuerlein, what a legend, you know. Hang on, let me fix this real quick before I keep going. Hang on. I need to be able to see who has what teams. And I think I just accomplished that. Okay. Greg the Leg. Jordan Davis. Malik Neighbors for the G-Men. Turbocharged Bo Nix because I can't go 2 packs without pulling a Bo Nix. And Fuaka. Good wall material. That's what I say. Coleman, welcome in, bro. You missed 2 packs. 2 packs. Let's see here. Okay, it is Nico Collins, Darnell Mooney. That's one of Wise's favorite players right there. Nico Collins, University of Michigan. Darnell Mooney, Tua Tagovailoa on the die cut, and another Malik Neighbors. Well. dot. No, I'm just being a fibber. I'm just being a fibber. I personally know that Wise despises Michigan. He's a Michigan State fan through and through. Some would say, what is the phrase? Die Hard. A.J. Brown, Howie Long, Puka Nakua, and Ricky Parasol. Mika Fitzpatrick, Herbie, Josh Allen on the numbers, and Buda Baker. Oh, Notre Dame's had some pretty good teams. Trevor Lawrence, Fuaga, Marshawn Lloyd for the Pack on the Select Certified, and Spencer Rattler for the Saints. Okay. You understand? Take that and the Spencer Rattler. Filling out this wall pretty nicely with one blaster. I like it. Justin Fields, Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Okay, we'll take that, Cam. BTJ on the future, and Christian Watson. Dustin Jazzy. Rashad White. Hufanga, Chris Jones for the Chiefs, and Taylor Rapp. Bucky Irvin. There you go. Why is this a start? Ivan Pace. Xavier Worthy on the turbocharged, and Ray Davis for the Bills. Well now, Doc. Take that, B-Wax. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Doc's loving it. I wish I could care about college like I used to. I did in basketball for a long time, and then Tony Bennett said, I'm done with this mess. Joe Andreessen, Kamari Lassiter, a Jacob May on the numbers, and a Keon Coleman, rookie, and rookie. Football, we've been terrible for a long time now. They did okay when I was younger, but it's been a minute. That's all he gets. All he gets is Drake May on the numbers. Will Anderson Jr. George Kittle, silver rookie. Oh, that's a die cut. And he's not here. Jimsky, the dude. He's going to be happy to have that. And Breece Hall. That is Cam Jordan, Josh Jacobs, Dre Greenlaw, and another C.J. Stroud. How about that, Texans? Cam, are you on Cam? Mr. Lemieux, did you have a premonition? Do you have Gray Sports Almanac? Mike Sandstrel, Patty Mahomes, C.J. Stroud, and David Montgomery. Oh, Coleman, I pulled a ton of Michael Penix's in select. I don't know who you've been breaking with, Dell. trying to think who showed us up the most, though. Probably Bo Nix, but that's my break. Rico Dowdle, DeMarvion Overshone, Malik Neighbors on the Select Certified, and Jaden Daniels to start it out. If you're hopping in that shop, that is that's the next break. If you get somebody, this is to somebody that hasn't been in my break before. I'll address that once we're done with ripping this one, okay? Andrew Van Geekel, Jake Ferguson, not a rookie, Kayvon Thibodeau for the G-Men, and Jerry Jeudy. Cooper Rush, Levante David, Dallas Turner on the future, and Rome Odunze for the Bears. The Bears are eating in this. Two packs of Select left. Jared Goff, Jameis Winston on the die cut. That's who Bethany was looking for all along. Devon Velli and Falshanu, and Velli is out at $4.99. All I need is a miracle. Bethany with the sigh. The whole heart, the full heart sigh. Like, did that sound right? Was that good enough? Ahmad Sauce Gardner, Chase Brown. Hang on. Chris Olave and Devon Velli again. So, yeah, Coleman, not looking great for you, bro. We still got an optic, though. But, like I said, you don't really have to worry about that in here as much as some other places. We're going to go in order. So, I'm going to start with 2020. Good luck. Empty box. And we have all this again in the next one, 2020 through 2024. We're trying to find a deed. We're trying to. All right. Christian Wilkins, Mitch Trubisky, Le'Veon Bell, Terry McLaurin, Aaron Donald, Julian Edelman, AJ Green. Somebody behind AJ? Nope. Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Jones, Ryan Tannehill. We've got a Darrington Evans for the Titans. For the Pats, it is Stefan Gilmore on the silver. For the Colts, Jacob Eason, not the guy we wanted to see. Aaron Rodgers on the Dominators. Jeremy Chin for the Panthers. Kenneth Murray for the Chargers. J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens. Aston Davis for the Jets. Yeah, that's not the Green Bay Packer we wanted. Josiah DeGuara and Keyshawn Vaughn. Well, 2020 didn't show us no love. They didn't show us no love. They did in the other ones, though. We got a Burrow and we got a... Who we get? Jordan Love. Look, Kim's on point. She's like, I know who you pulled, dog. I know who you pulled, shawty. But like I said, you can't get that stuff if you don't open it. Oh, is that all, Doc? Is that all? Okay. I'm glad you didn't want too much. I feel like Darrington Evans is the kiss of death, and whenever you open anything 2020, you see Darrington Evans, it's over. You can even Henry Ruggs can even be there, and the day's not, and it's not over. Yes, you sure do, Doc. All right, 21 Optic. Empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I really just would like to hit you. Well, y'all know, and that's what we all want. Jalen Reagor, Jeremy Chin, Felipe Franks, and Xavier Collins for the Cardinals. $20.20 prices are bad. They're not great. The other ones are, we can handle it. Julio Jones, Marquez Stevenson. For the Niners, Rising Sun, Nick Bosa, and Elijah Molden for the Titans. I forgot about those Rising Suns. Appreciate those likes, Nate. There is another break pin at the bottom, folks. Jonnu Smith, DeAndre Hopkins. Javonte Williams for the Broncos, and Diami Brown, the Commander. Well, where'd he go now? This goes to the Commanders, but I forgot what team he went to. And I know this goes to the Broncos, but he's on the Cowboys now. Zeke, Sean Alexander, Asante Samuel Jr., Chaz Surratt. Khalil Mack, Robbie Anderson, Joshua Palmer, and good old Robert Tonyan. Ain't seen him in a minute. Boy, I've probably opened more 21 Optic Blasters than anything. That is literally where I started at doing these doing breaks. I did not, man, I don't even know when I started with hobbies. It took a minute. I'll tell you that. I don't think I had a hobby box on a break at least 2 months in, probably longer than that. But you got to start somewhere. Honey Badger, Marvin Jones Jr., Jabril Cox, and a Travis Etienne Jr. for the Jags. White hot rookie style. $22. Empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ngats. Me confused, DJ. Me confused. Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers. Retro Series Zach Thomas for the Dolphins, and Kevin Harris for the Pats. Yeah, dude, I've opened a lot of 2021 blasters, and when me and Dylan found those Optic 2021 blasters, it was the perfect time because not a lot of people had them, and we got quite a few our first go around, and I think we pulled what, Dylan, 2 or 3 downtowns pretty quick. It didn't take very long. We pulled downtowns real fast. I know the first one was Herbie, the next one was Burrow. I'm not sure who the third one was, but it happened pretty quick. Devontae Adams, Sam Darnold, Jalen Tolbert, and Damian Pierce. Yep. They do. Welcome in, 218. Bro, I got a different break pin at the bottom. It's not the same one. It's got the same optic in it, but the main attractions are different. Terry McLaurin. On the rookies, Desmond. There you go, bro. Everything you always dreamed for. Ooh, a nice George Pickens for the Steelers. Forgot about him. And Evan Neal. B-Wax, we take that. Just a little bit about when you collect cards, when you get in breaks, at certain times some players are better than others. There was a time Desmond Ridder was sought after, and I had a nasty one. I still do, and that's what I was getting at. I had a nasty Desmond Ridder. Only problem is that I kept them too long. So yeah, it happens. It happens to all of us. There's no way you could be right all the time. Robert Woods, Dak Prescott, Jerome Ford for the Brownies, and a Chris Olave. Look at that, Bethany. Ooh la la. Yeah, see? Spectacular. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fill in the blank. Devin White, Kyle Pitts. Looky there, a Nicholas Chubb and a Josh Pascal. Somebody stop me. Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, when he is standing on the top of that hill and he sees his buddy down there and he starts gagging. That is the best dry heave. It is so good. It is so good. He does that so well. He does a lot of things well. Sean Alexander. Ooh, Hassan Haskins on the glitter. It's not a downtown, but we'll take it. Trey McBride for the Cardinals. We certainly take that too. He just got a big extension. And Trayvon Walker. I don't know how Hassan's holding up, but I will say Titans are have a little bit more hope now, bro. So we'll take that. That's going to Eric. And Trayvon had an excellent year last year for the Jags. All right, 23 time. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smits. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout. Oh, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Desmond Ridder, Jalen Carter, Retro Series, Drew Bledsoe, and DeAndre Hopkins. Drew Brees, holla. Jair, Jack Campbell, Puka Nacua, and Michael Strahan. What's up, Puka? What up, dog? Might want to watch out for this guy because he's got an excellent wide receiver on the side of him now, on the other side. Not that Cooper Kupp isn't, but I'm sorry, the guy that's across from him now is better than Cooper Kupp. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings there. It's just the truth. Wow, an eagle. How is this possible? May we see another? Fred Taylor. Jacorian Bennett. Tyler Lacey. Jerome Bettis. Man, I don't know. All I got left up there is a 24 now. If they don't come out of these last three packs, just the sheer odds of how many we've opened. Think about that. Okay, so we did that 4 times. That's 5 different things. Not that it will be, but odds are there will be something. Chris Collinsworth, Dalton Kincaid, Jonathan Mingo, and Xavier Howard. Of course, 2024 could deliver that as well. Dalton Kincaid on the rookie jank. What's going on, Trey L? Yes, there is another break pinned at the bottom, you guys. Devontae Adams, Roshan Johnson for the Bears. Old Hendon Hooker, I don't know what's going on with him. And Geno Smith. Wise, what do we think? Lion Hunter Wise, what do we think about this guy? Because, I mean, we signed Teddy Bridgewater. Basically, he was coaching and he was eating school lunch, and then we brought him back so we didn't have to put him in. Adam Thielen, Kalijah, Aaron Jones on the silver, and Justin Herbert. All right, 24. Help us, 24. Your only hope. Oh, he was hurt, huh? I didn't know that. I hadn't heard that, Lion Hunter. Because they played him some. Actually, I know they got him to be able to use him, his versatility too. So that's what kind of had me confused there for a minute. Anybody get somebody in that next break I have pinned at the bottom? I will address that when we're done ripping this, okay? I'll do a roll call and everything. But we still got some ripping to do here. The optic ends here. Then it's just hobby action. Bethany, you just couldn't help yourself, huh? You had to wait all the way till we got back to 2024 and be like, yep, now's my chance. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ryan, he's a little bit older, but we'll see. Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Caleb Williams, that's the second one of those, and Trey Benson. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Diamond Hands, Travis Kelce, and Braden Fisk. Yeah, I know he is, Lion Hunter. I have hope too, and I'll tell you what, I've got a nasty, nasty card of his. It is a out of black rookie number match out of 25. The card's nasty, and you know how hard it is to get a PSA 10 on out of that product. So I hope he does. David Montgomery, Saquon Barkley, silver Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens, and Luke McCaffrey. Come on, 24. Give us a glint of something. Khalil Shakir, Adonai Mitchell for the Colts, Braden Fisk, and Devin Culp. Big Mac, what's up, dog? I'm gonna need you right now. Okay, I'm gonna get back to breaking here in a second. Big Mac, I'm gonna need you to look over at Bethany, and I just want you to look at her and say, how dare you call out Theo when he gets to the first 2024 blaster. How dare you? Please and thank you. Uh-oh. That's a 9K-er if I've ever seen one. Hang on. And then as the night progresses, Big Mac, I want you to walk around the house. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Game of Thrones, but every time she gets up to go somewhere or something, I need you to follow behind her and go, shame. Shame. Dalton Schultz, Jeremy Ruckert, Luke McCaffrey, not the commander we want, DJ, and Ray Davis. We're about to get into the hobbies, though, so appreciate that follow, James. All right. Montez Sweat, Isaiah Simmons, Brandon Ayuk, and Jalen Polk. Not one. Well, we did get that glitter rookie, but not a deed. We still haven't gotten a deed out of this. That was round 3 of that. We're doing round 4 next. Man, I mean, the sheer numbers say that we've got a pretty good shot of getting something. Nothing's ever guaranteed, but the numbers are pretty good. Our odds. The odds makers. And also, a lot of y'all have already been in my break, so if you get somebody in the next one, think about that. Think about what we've seen so far. Or actually, what we haven't seen. All right, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this resurgence. Good luck, everybody. It's hobby time. What are you talking about, Doc? You've been here for every bit of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except for when you went to the grocery store and then hung down by the creek for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's an empty box if I ever seen one. Good luck, everybody. Luke Kuechly, Archie Griffin, Emmitt Smith on the Galaxy Greats will take, and Spencer Rattler will also take. And I was just waiting until we got a little bit further along here. I'm going to open this and put that in there. The Parm Kings in here. Pellegrinus. All right, now I've got enough penny sleeves to get by. I didn't bring the little one I usually hold them in, but that's okay. And Rattler. More than a woman to me. Rob Gronkowski. Howie Long. Ooh. You know it's Jerzon. I can already tell. Oh, no, it's Suamatia. I thought it was Commander. Out of 50, Suamatia for the Chiefs and Marvin Harrison. I thought it was Jerzon, DJ, but it was a Chief instead. More than a woman. Porter. Die cut Joe Montana for the Chiefs. Donovan McNabb for the Eagles and Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. Okay. 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 What's going on, Bullish? Good Sunday evening, my friend. You're usually on now, aren't you? Or maybe you're already done. Brian Westbrook, Chris Long, Archie Manning, and Terry and Arnold. All right. Barry Sanders. Oh. Robinson for the Jags. Richard Sherman for the Seahawks. And Anthony Gould for the Colts. I kind of like the fact that Sua Matia out of 50 was kind of like early on. Bullish, yeah, I'm with you. It wasn't great. I had a lot of people stop in and they were telling me they couldn't use the shop, so that's never good. But it's okay. I'm on every day. Manly. Billy Sims on the nucleus. Teddy Bruschi and Jalen Polk. Plus, TikTok has to help us out a little bit more, Bullish. They can do it. They're just choosing not to. Drew Brees. TJ Watt. Or is that JJ? Yeah, that's JJ. For the Saints, Spencer Rattler out of 99. We take that. And Smith for the Eagles. There you go, Cam. Still getting good deeds. Atwater, Troy Aikman, Lawrence Taylor for the G-Men, and Byron Murphy. Coleman. Funky Coleman Dina. Bryce Young, Mikey Vick, Wayne Corbett, and Keon Coleman. Bro, don't worry about it. I mean, we're not done yet. I might just pull you a nice Michael Vick or something. But even if I don't, I got your back. And you know that. You've been in my break at least a couple of times. B-Dot. Oh, my goodness. What is that? Oh, my goodness. Get your boots on, folks. All right. Pulling from the back. Jatavian Sanders. Why'd you have to say it wise? Star Command Michael Pratt. Look at this. Look. Oh, boy. It's a rookie, too. I'm going to try to sneak a peek. Oh, my goodness. B-Wax, get your boots on, playa. Hi, it's Drake May out of 25. And this is called the Equinox auto. And it's one of the nastier ones. Look, see how he's got the color is over here and it's black and white over here. 11 out of 25. Almost a number match. I told you I like that Sua Matia. That's what you call paid, brother. What a nasty card. And we got a whole nother row over here. I don't think there's going to be any more autos, but we should have one more numbered card, I think. B-Wax never hits anything. Brad Johnson. D'Angelo Hall. Spencer Rattler on the die cut. And Drake May again. That card's nasty. D'Amico Ryans, John Elway, Brett Favre for Green Bay, and Wilson for the Eagles. No, leave Gil Bill. Leave Gil be. He hit a nice one last night. Don't. Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Reed, and Cowing. Sterling Sharp, Doug Flutie on the refractor. Uh-oh, we got a triumvirate here. Kim, are you in here? Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith, and Barry Sanders. So this is Jimbo Slice. It is Chad. Chad's not in here. And I know Jimsky's not in here, but that's who that'll be between. We'll take care of that at the end. And Wilson for the Steelers. Oh, Bethany saying 9K. Hang on, hold on. I trust Bethany fully. Oh, Nick, you been at Nick Cone. What card what, you talking about a die cut, homie? Plus, that's like the third really just weird question you've asked. I think it's time for you. There's other places to be. There's some other breakers out there that'll accommodate you, playa. I let them get by with it as long as they can. And, sometimes you just have to rip that Band-Aid off and say, peace out, homie. You got 9K'd. Yeah, that's like he's been in the last couple of breaks, and each time he's asked like a semi-weird question. So I don't need that anymore. Tom Brady, Bo Jackson, Charlie Batch, and Laub. Also, if you're a breaker, go block that guy. Anytime you see that stuff, go block him. Wise, go block him. Anybody that's a breaker that's in here, go block him. Save yourself the headache. Sims, McCaffrey, Refractor Smith, and Franklin. Oh, goodness, Kim. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the deed for a deed. Stop falling. Hang on, I don't. There they are. Okay. I was trying to figure out where the playing cards were. Staubach. Molds. Tony Dorsett for the Cowboys, and Jenkins. I think we should still have a number card, right? Jimbo's out there comping like a legend. Suggs, Culpepper, Taylor, and Brooks. Tim Brown. Warren Moon for the Titans. Kurt Warner on the Star Command. And Rook. There you go, Bethany. You finally won something. Oh, you're paid, dog. Rook out of Cosmic. Man, go comp that jank. Amendola, Sproles, Williams, Cooper for the pack. All right, we're down to Resurgence. It's down to Resurgence, folks. And anybody that's gotten in the next break, what I'll do is I'll do a recap. Then I'll get all this stuff wrangled in. And then I'll do a roll call for who's off the board. Okay? Also, hop on in there and see if there's anybody you might like, okay? One, two, three. That kind of looks like the RPA, but I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it was. Doesn't matter. We're opening all the packs anyways. Empty box. Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly, Jonathan Ogden, Jason Taylor, Javon Bullard for the pack, Glimmer and Gleam, Jason Witten, Fashanu, and A.J. Blana. Come on, DJ, let's get you a deed, bro. Drake May's nasty. I know it's not a commander, but still, that's a nasty card. Look at that thing. Can't even see it as nasty as it really is until you have it in your hand. Bill, where you been at, dog? How are you, bro? Definitely. You doing good, brother? Oh, you know us. We just chilling and ripping and chilling. That's how we do. Archie Manning, Bo Jackson, Joe Green, Richard Sherman, Doug Williams going to Wise, Bocephus Nix out of 75. Holla going to Beast. Beast, you always find a way. Keon Coleman and Caleb Williams. Oh, doing well, Bill. Just, popping off daily. That's about it. I'm not at my normal place right now. I'll be back on Tuesday. So that's why if you're like, hey, this seems a little different, it's because it is. I'm not in the same place. John Riggins, Drew Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp, Champ Bailey. Out of 399, Richard Dent for the Bears, Blake Corum, Dallas Turner, and Will Shipley. Well, bro, you've gotten just about every Eagle except Cooper. Maybe he'll be in here. We'll take a Blake Corum while we're at it too, okay? Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Josh Cribbs out of 75 for the Browns. How about that? Missy. Darrell Revis on the Glimmer and Gleam, Chop Robinson, and Tyler Nubin. Yeah. I've never even heard your voice, Bethany, but somehow I heard that. Got a lot of penny sleeve rookies over here. Hang on. Let me get them wrangled in for something stupid happens. All right, that's better. Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Maurice Jones-Drew. For the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. out of 275. Not bad, Devira. Johnny Wilson, another Eagle, and Cedric Gray. Dude, you're getting... They're all showing up except for old boy. Over and over and over again. Oh, you went with the gut read? Is that what you did, Coleman? You trusted your gut, and you were like, all right. I haven't seen a whole lot of teams coming off the board since I've been breaking, so I'm going to imagine there's some decent ones still in there. Terrell Davis, Anthony Munoz, Jim McMahon, Andre Reed, Anthony Gould on the refractor, Marshawn Lloyd, Sandstrel, and Kalen Bullock. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Also, if you do get a team in the next one, I'm just going to let you know, we haven't hit anything special out of that optic yet. We hit a glitter card. Now, I've pulled downtowns out of the 2024 here recently, but I'm talking about the multi-year, the 2020 through the 23. Jason Witten, Devin Hester, Andre Rison, Ricky Williams. For the pack, Marshawn Lloyd out of 249. That is going to be wax. Can't stop, won't stop. Ricky Parasol, and Quinyon Mitchell. Look at you, dude. It's every single one of them except for old boy. They don't want it. They don't want it. Jeremy, bro, I've been trying to reach you. Did you just want to watch the replay, or did you? Is everything okay, Mr. Heelbone? Because I can't upload it because I got the music, but I can download it and send you I could send you a copy of the link. Phil Simms, Fred Bolitnikoff, Steve Young, Joe Theismann, Audric Estime on the refractor, Steve Young on the refractor conductors, Blake Corum, and Jacob May. Oh, Mr. Heelbone, I'm talking to you, dog. It's a pretty good pack. How you going? Hang on. Charles Woodson, Tony Dorsett, Josh Cribbs, Richard Dent, Eric Dickerson for the Rams on the refractor, Dan Marino conductors, Trey Benson, and Chris Jenkins. This was not a refractor Dan Marino, but we'll take it. And we're going to do the switcheroo. Michael Strahan, Donovan McNabb, Troy Polamalu, Doug Williams. Haha, not him. Tyler Newbin out of 249. Jermaine Burton on the Circuit Breakers refractor. Trevin Wallace and Devin Leary. Now, this next auto may tell us a lot, folks. It may tell us a lot. Doc, what the? Doc? I'm not seeing that. I'm going to need you to go buck a Red Bull or something, okay? I'm getting booed by Bethany now. Y'all, you know what? You know what? That's just fine and dandy. C.J. Stroud, Torrey Holt, Rob Gronkowski, Troy Polamalu on the refractor. It's a Colt. Adonai Mitchell for the Colts. Everybody put your boots on. I think we got another nasty RPA. Roman Wilson, Jonah Ellis, and Michael Hall Jr. Now, I don't know for the QB this time, but I'm kind of feeling like it might be. Tame the beast. Yeah, that would be. Well, I pulled one of those earlier today, but out of Resurgence. So I think you might have to not be a part of this one, bro. But it could be. It doesn't have to be a QB. It could be. I just think in general, it could be. Brock Bowers or Malik or somebody decent, Xavier Worthy. But my heart's telling me it's probably going to be a QB. Good luck, everybody. I'll do a recap here in a second. Hop on in that shop if you ain't got somebody yet, because I've been pulling some deeds right now, right here. Eric Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Roger Staubach, pulling from the back. Reichert, Morgan, Spencer Rattler. It's a wide receiver, isn't it? Yep. Ladd McConkey. Ooh, what the? That's weird. I ain't never seen that. Look at that. It's like protruded. It's like, see it? Ladd McConkey for the Chargers. It's not numbered. But it is somebody relevant. And that is going to Beast. Beast on the last card, they gave you somebody. On the very last card. I need these. Hunter says, hold up. Hunter, you don't even talk much. I might just, I'll send you a picture of him, okay? I'll send you a Polaroid, and it'll be him holding today's newspaper up, okay? Proof of life. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to get all this wrangled in, and then we'll do a recap. Thanks, Wise. Have a good evening, bro. I know. All I pulled you was a Michael Pratt. My bad. All right, let's do a recap here. Appreciate you, Hunter. And like I said, I'll do this recap, and then I'll get the break up there, and I'll do a roll call on who's gone in the next one. right, let's get through this. This is more for YouTube than anybody, or more than it. Oh, Kim, help me. I need somebody help, not just anybody help. All right, let's find the Bears, Lions, and Cowboys real quick. All right. All right. What's it gonna be, girl? Cowboys, Bears, or Lions? I wonder. Left. She's going left. She's going left. Good luck. It is them boys, and the boys are Chad, who's not here, surprisingly enough, and just so you can see that the other teams were who they were supposed to be. Okay. All right. Now let's do the recap. Doc Jobu in the middle from the back. All right. Quick recap here. Ray Davis, Brock Bowers, Spencer Rattler, Drake May, Malik Neighbors, Bo Nix, C.J. Stroud, Keon Coleman and Tua, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Ricky Parasol, Caleb Williams, Nucleus, Billy Sims, Richard Sherman, Dalton Kincaid, Trayvon Walker, Jerome Ford, Zach Thomas, Jaden Daniels, David Montgomery, C.J. Stroud, Sua Matia out of 50, Keon Coleman, Donovan McNabb, Caleb Williams, Chris Olave, Roma Dunzi, Caleb Williams on the die cut, Bucky Irving. It's the only card I got, Wise. I'm sorry, bro. And Michael Pratt, of course. Puka Nacua, C.J. Stroud, George Pickens, Spencer Rattler, Brandon Ayuk, Ray Davis, Adonai Mitchell, Kyle Hamilton, Travis Kelce, and Jonathan Mingo. You're going to create Joe Boo on NBA Jam and dunk on him. Drew Brees, Hassan Haskins on the glitter, Trey McBride, Travis Etienne Jr., Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all don't be mean to him. He's been good to y'all. Y'all don't. Yeah, I know he's been good to y'all. I'm the one who's here pulling the cards. Nick Bosa, J.K. Dobbins, Malik Neighbors, Jatavian Sanders, Josh Cribbs out of 75, Darrell Revis, Richard Dent out of 399, Keon Coleman, Doug Williams, Javon Bullard, Warren Moon, Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett and Doug Flutie, Spencer Rattler, Brett Favre. I know, right? Drake May, Lawrence Taylor, Teddy Bruschi, Joe Montana, Marvin Harrison Jr. Out of 275. Bo Nix out of 75. Spencer Rattler out of 99. Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, Audric Estime, Steve Young, Marshawn Lloyd on the auto out of 249. Ricky Parasol, Adonai Mitchell auto for the Colts. Spencer Rattler, Troy Polamalu, Ladd McConkey RPA, and the Big McGilla. Drake May Equinox auto 11 out of 25. Shebang. Boop ba-doop ba-da 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 da 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 la 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 shaboop. Big bomb clot. No, all squads are the best I got, bro. They're the best I got. I appreciate